Welcome back to Ozarks Fox. Well, the weather hasn't been ideal for taking care of your yard lately the past couple of days, but soon it will be. We are 24 days away from spring. I have been counting down, I have to admit, since about a month ago. So with that in mind, and also with Earth Day coming up on April 2nd, and this year is the 50th anniversary for Earth Day, we are talking about a yard ethic program here in the city of Springfield. We have with us Laurie Duncan and Clarissa Hatley. They're with the City of Springfield Environmental Services. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So Earth Day, 50th anniversary, yes. Now this is a big year for you. You will be very busy.
Yes. And what we want to get across to the community is that in environmental services, really every day is Earth Day. We don't have just one day that we set apart to celebrate. So we want to make the community aware of some of the different resources that the city has available to make every day an opportunity to highlight taking care of our planet. And one of those programs that we have is something called the Yard Ethic Program. Yeah. And we're very excited. We're getting ready to start our second year of that program.
Okay, so it's fairly new. It is. So what is Yard Ethic Program for homeowners who have never heard of it?
All right, well, if you've never heard of Yard Ethic, it's a program that encourages yard care practices that help build a healthy community of people, plants, and wildlife.
What does it mean for a homeowner? Okay, I'm interested. Okay. What exactly do you have to do? How much does it cost?
Getting a certification is at no cost to the homeowner. That is something that we provide to them.
Okay. As long as they live within city Springfield limits.
Okay.
So how you would do that, you would go to www.yardethic.com, click on a little box that says residential and certify my yard, and you can fill out the application.
Your yard is basically a little mini habitat, and it's a great place to practice helping take care of our planet, the one that we get.
What are some of those qualifications? What are some of those things we should be doing to take care of that mini habitat?
Number one would be to get your soil tested. Another one would be to plant for native landscaping and for pollinators. Another one would be harvesting rain. Number four is a tree canopy option, so planting trees, and also building a rain garden or a bioswale. And that last one, something that's super easy, to start a composting program. It's pick 3 or pick 5.
So this is the sign you will get, and yes, you can put that in your yard.
This is a copy of the exact sign that you would get if you reached a silver certification. The gold one would only differ by saying the different color and saying gold. How they differ for a silver certification, I would need to have 3 of these yard ethic practices showcased in my yard. And for a gold certification, you would need to have 5 of those 6.
And so many of these things are things that people are already doing. So it's really a pretty easy thing to just, once the weather starts warming up, and we'll be at the Lawn and Garden Show with more information if people want to come and talk to us. But so many of these are things that people already have in place. Making sure that your soil is healthy. Don't run out and buy fertilizer at the first sign of spring, because your soil might not need extra nutrients. And so you're just wasting your money. Instead, invest in setting up a composting system that will naturally enrich and enhance the soil. And so there are so many of these things that people are already doing. Mm-hmm. So just take advantage of putting it on paper. Let Clarissa come out to do an inspection of what you're doing, show it off, and then get your yard ethic sign and show it off to the neighbors.
Exactly. You can have a little competition going on with your neighbors if you have gold. And Laurie, I want to touch on, before we go, just the benefits and the impact. You talked about, okay, yard ethic practices conserve water, reduce stormwater pollution, create habitat while saving money, and then beautifying your yard too. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that impacts the homeowner, how it impacts the community, and just in general, like you were talking about Earth Day every day?
Right. So many of these practices are things that we don't think about them, but you think about your soil. If you've got really healthy soil, you're going to be decreasing the amount of runoff going out into the street and contributing to running into our water systems. Building a habitat that is attractive to bees and butterflies and those pollinators that we need I like to eat, and so think about what the world would be like if we did not have pollinators. And so our gardens can become a place where we're attracting pollinators that then contribute to our food production. And setting up a rain barrel to harvest our rain too is another way to conserve water, and it's a practice that can contribute to the overall health of the environment, because you're recirculating water without having to run your hose all day. You've just got your collection of water that's come naturally into your rain barrel.
In essence, how people care for their yards every single day is a significant impact on the environment. And we have a saying, like our nifty little shirts here in environmental services, our combined efforts have one big impact. What happens in one yard, you might think, that's not really a big deal, that I'm just doing this one thing, but think of how many people there are in Springfield that do this every season. So it really adds up.
Lots of different ways to be a good planet protector.
Options. Yes, and we will have all of those options and how you can get your yard certified silver or gold on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Jennifer, thank you.
We'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.